Okay, let's unbox it before the 29-minute runs out for this SD card. This is the box. That's it. Finish. Where's my King Tiger? There it is. My little King Tiger. Yay! It's, I think the scale for this is 172. It doesn't have a scale, so it's a Panzerkampfwagen. It's written here. Panzerkampfwagen 6. Panzerkampfwagen 6 Tiger Aufs E. Aufs, I think it means variation E. SDKF, I don't know what the fuck that is. 13 Regiment Großdeutschland, New Hammer, Germany, 1943. So this one here, very small, of course. 172 scale, if I'm not mistaken. I think so, I'm not sure. Very detailed, very nice. Let's take it out of the dust-proof thingy. This one I bought 10 ringgit. Magazine comes with this. After that, the magazines also come with a lot of all those things, tigers and whatnot. And there's a cellophane tape that keeps it in place. Come on, motherfucker. Nice to dust-proof it. Look at this baby here. A lot of detail, man. But unfortunately, it does not have weathering. This type of color is just German grey. Why they call it German grey? Because Germany, back then in World War II, they had so many of these fuckers in this type of color. So might as well name the fucking color German grey, because that's German grey. You see that grey? That's German. So fuck it, kill it. Try to, if you can. But you can see that there is a. It's quite small, but it's okay. It's very small. Photo etch, or PE as it's called, is normally on the grills here. The grills here, there's normally, it's too small. That's why they use photo etch. But the technology of today, the plastic is, they can refine it. They can make it very, very small plastic. So PE, or photo electrolysis, that's how they make the parts, by using photo electrolysis. Solution of the water solution has the ions for the metal. You use current, electric thing, then you form the metal parts from a solution. That's why it's called photo electrolysis, making of metal parts from the solution. That's why you can get very fine detail. But nowadays you don't need to do that, because the plastic technology is much better now. So you can make small parts of that, like the grill, in plastic form and still retain the detail. So lovely. Oh, I love this. I don't really know. I know this one is exhaust, but the sides there's some canisters. I'm always baffled. What the fuck is the canister? And why is there this? The canister is like going into this one. Is it the coolant? Might be the coolant. Maybe the Tiger Tank fellas, they have air conditioning, but I don't think so. It's right, very tough inside. But I think it's kind of spacious because it's quite a big beast. It's about 60 tons, if I'm not mistaken. Roughly the Panzer IVs that you see quite often, the numerous ones, the workhorse or the backbone of the Wehrmacht tank division is Panzer IVs, Panzer IIIs. This one is actually a late tank. I think they introduced this in 1943. The war ended in 1945. Okay, so 1943 they came out for the, just in time for this offense, Kursk, a place in Russia, no, East Europe. A battle called Kursk, and that's the biggest land battle involving tanks. There were so many tanks there. You spit, you hit a tank. 100% you hit a tank. That is to show how many tanks there were on the Battle of Kursk. K-U-R-S-K. Yes. It was the most awesome battle. Too bad there was no cameraman there, because all the cameramen might have died. Because there was a lot of artillery. The Soviets, they love to use the artillery. Soften up the German forces by shooting missiles with the Katyushas. And of course the Soviets had the advantage, because the Germans did not the Germans actually gave them time to prepare the battle. The Soviets, they knew that the Germans were coming to Kursk to attack them, because they broke the Enigma machine. The Enigma is the coding machine. So they know that, so they prepared everything. They asked the peasants and the villagers, they dug tank trenches to stop the tanks from having a good time going or traversing the... And the villagers, or the engineers of the Soviet army, they also like planted thousands and thousands of mines just to stop either the Wehrmacht or the SS or troopers or the tanks, so as to make their mobility of the tanks, turn it to zero. When it's stuck in one area, they blow them to bits with their artillery or anti-tank weapons. So the Germans were going to Kursk, meeting the Soviets head on, and the Soviets were there. They were already there. They were digging in, putting all those lovely mines and trenches and tank obstacles, and of course they can't like just stay there and meet the German head on. Their tanks also went ahead and meet the German spearhead head on. Oh, my computer is slow now. Fuck, man. So I had to meet it head on. And during the Kursk, they had a lot of these king tigers. Oh no, it's not king tiger. Tiger 1s and tiger 2s. Tiger 2s are the king tigers. These were very good, especially in an area like Kursk, where there was flat lands. Flat lands means that it can take advantage of it. It can shoot a very, very fast projectile, and is accurate to 2 kilometers. Yes, 2,000 meters. Okay, and it's a flat land. So the optics on this can look at the target, shoot, and hit the bloody Soviet tank like a T-34 or T-34-85, a newer variant of the T-34. The T-34-85 has a 85 barrel, so it's a very good gun, and it can penetrate this, of course, the Tiger tank, around the sides and the rear. The front, I think, it will deflect. But so the optics, what the German tanks had an advantage of is, of course, combined arms, fighters, air support, ground troop support, and vehicle support, and whatever support. Their combined arms is top notch. Except in 1943 or 44, I'm not sure. They are Luftwaffe. Their Air Force, the Germans' Air Force is dead because it's just fucked. They don't have enough fuel. Fuel just decimated them. They grounded all their planes because they did not have fuel at all. So logistics will win the war. If you have enough men, you have enough supplies, you have enough routes for the supplies to get to the spearhead or the front line troops who are moving, then you can win the war. If you were to fight the war, make sure it's quick and fast. If it's like a stalemate and you have to wait it out and wait, then both sides will lose tremendously in terms of manpower and of course patience. So the German army during the Battle of Kursk, they did not have aircraft support. The Soviets, they have their aircraft. So these fuckers here, even though it's very well armored to withstand the projectiles coming from a T-34 or anti-tank guns, the top part is very vulnerable to missiles or to guns, high caliber guns from the airplanes. Kyok die, kyok die, because look at the grills here, the engine parts, bye bye. You don't need to destroy the bloody Tiger tank, you just need to immobilize it, and the ground troops, the Soviet ground troops, will take care of the rest. So because the small little guns can shoot it, I mean, you don't need a tank, you just need a gun, the one that they propel themselves. The soldiers, they go there, pum pum pum. Go to the back, go to the back of the tank, pound. So the German army, even though they had superior tanks, of course the tanks like the King Tiger and the Tiger one, over-engineered to perfection. You know, the Germans are kind of like anal about quality and engineering. Therefore, their tanks number, the ability of their ability to produce tanks per month is actually very low compared to the Soviets, who had a very high output of tanks. Even though this can knock out 10 tanks, yeah, but there was only one of these to 10 of the Soviet tanks. So per month, like say, the Germans can only produce one of these, but the Soviets can produce 10 of their tanks. So logistically speaking, or statistically speaking, the Tiger is dead meat, because it only takes one tank out of the 10 tanks to knock this fucker out. So number wise, the Germans were dead in the water. So even though it looks cool, it's very well armored. The gun is superior, 88 millimeters. It's an 88 barrel, 88 millimeters. Very good optics. Shoot, boom, because you can see properly. Why is it good? The optics must be good. The gun sights, okay. What they see, the object here, right? The object is here, and the gun sight is here. Press the button, boom. That what do you call that thing? The ammo, the missile. I cannot call it a missile. The projectile, since it's got such a high kinetic energy, what it shoots at in the crosshairs, it will reach it because it was so powerful. The kinetic energy, kaboom! That's the power of the 88mm technology that is found on the 88mm flak. The flak is what they shoot at the planes. Planes are very fucking far away, right? It's quite like 2 kilometers or more up in the sky, so they have to shoot projectiles up there and explode. They have to shoot flaks, pom 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 pom, shrapnel, pom pom pom, just to hit the airplane. It has a shrapnel. So they took the technology, or since the ammo for the flak has to go up so fucking high, so it has to travel very fast just to hit the target. So they were thinking, should we do this for the ground tanks as well? So they used the flak to, they put in conventional ammo, and they found it, boom, it will destroy any tank in World War II. Any tank at all, no problems. 2 kilometers, bye bye, dead. So they put that technology into this one here. So this is an 88mm. That's why the tank is such a big ass tank, because it has to like hold the 88mm turret or 88mm barrel. This is a very sexy tank. Boom, no, boom. Then it has to, the recoil is so powerful. It has to like go back inside the turret and come back out. So it's not a static turret. It's like boom. Oh, sexy, right? Boom. Oh my god. If you look at those recreation of tiger tanks in documentaries, you see a tiger tank, okay? You see it shooting, boom. It's just shooting either gas or some kind of like shaft. Poof. It's just the air. Was there a termite queen? Motherfucker. I hate termite queens. They burrow into the house and eat up all the wood. So the whole structure will fall and kill me. So if you see it in a documentary, you see a tiger tank. It moves around. That's of course maybe or might be a tiger tank or a replication of a tiger tank. Who knows? But you look closely at the barrel. Once it shoots, the gas will come out. Does the turret move back? If it does not move back, that means that it's not a real life ammo. Of course, you won't expect it to shoot a real life ammo. That would be catastrophic, right? But for like recreation purposes, it would be so cool to look at the barrel just shooting some real ammo, and the ricochet, not ricochet, the, what do you call that word? It starts with R. recoil. The recoil is so powerful that the barrel needs to go back. It's like a spring. So that's one of the things that's like unbelievable when you look at documentaries. So this is the lovely tiger tank. It's got a weight to it actually. It's held by two things down here. You can see it, two things here. It's just so lovely. It's not weathered. It's kind of like a prototype. See? Panzer Grey or German Grey. Let's put this baby back in its place. It's got the smoke canisters at the side there. Cupola. So you look at it. You look at the turret. The back here is the turret is actually round, kind of like round, but you can see the protrusion here. This is for the tank crew to put their belongings, like Playboy. If Playboy Playboy did not exist back then, right? It's 1965. Playboy first started, if I'm not mistaken. No idea. Did they have some dirty magazines back then in World War II? Quite curious. Let me know if you know. Love it. Of course I did not build it. It's already like ready-made build, so there's no satisfaction in putting it together. 12 more minutes on this SD card, so I think I will change the SD card to something else. Oh, King Tiger, I'm coming now. Coming. Oh fuck man, I look at the tracks also, I want to like puke. Is it a tractor? No idea. The fuck is this? I never done a tank before, so everything is very new to me.